Countdown for blast off. X minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire.
Welcome to Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking theater.
My lords and ladies, geeks, geekerellas, geekulas, and geekeritas, I am Lord Blood-Rah, and this is Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin' Theater. And I don't have to tell you longtime viewers of the Nerve-Wrackin' Theater that throughout the years, we've met some strange, broken, and twisted families here. The murderous and morose Halloran family from Dementia 13. The bickering Laurens, Frederick and Annabelle from William Castle's classic House on Haunted Hill, and the loving but lurid Mary family from Spider Baby. But I'd be willing to say that all of them are just lovable eccentrics compared to the family we are about to meet, the dreadful Dean family. Oh, my lords and ladies, tonight, from 1971, it's the lurid tale of rampant psychosis, Legacy of Blood. Now, tonight's film does contain some adult situations and parental guidance is suggested. And it also contains some moments of movie magic, gore, and latex blood and things like that. So, we're reviving an old tradition here in the Nerve-Wrackin' Theater we haven't used in some time. The gross out alert. Now, if a bloody or gross scene is coming up, you will be warned when you hear this sound. And then, when it's all clear, well, there you have it. You've been warned. Well, my lords and ladies, without further ado, I give to you the rampant lunacy of Legacy of Blood.
Time is it, Greg?
1:30. He's a half an hour late already. That must be him. Andre?
Mr. Dean?
Yes. We're all waiting inside.
Fine. Dead. Somehow that word doesn't seem to relate to Mr. Dean. Though this community owes its very existence to him, they'll never build a monument to him.
Mr. Drake, the eulogy's been given.
Yes, of course, you're quite right, Mr. Dean. I'm here as you are, not out of love for the man, but to reveal the successors to the throne. This was recorded in our office with witnesses 6 months ago.
Good day, my beloved family, lifelong friends. Greetings from beyond the grave. I know, though I can't see you, but from my past experience with each one of you, my timely death has given all of you a chance to heave a sigh of relief and to discover an itch in your palms. Yes, the waiting is over. Well, perhaps not quite, but we'll get to that later. For now, the business at hand. To Igor, Elga, and Frank, my servants who through their sheer stupidity remained with me all these many years, I'm leaving in trust the amount of $1 million each to be drawn as wages at the rate of $500 per month for as long as they stay and maintain the house and property. To you, my devoted children, Gregory, Veronica, Johnny, and dear Leslie, dreadful scions wrought from my loins during 4 of my insane moments in my life, I leave the balance of my estate to this date valued at $136 million. This sum shall be divided equally among the 4 of you. Now, my next statement. This might separate the rabbits from the alley cats. Should one of you die, that share shall be divided equally among the survivors. Should all of you die, the servants of this household shall share as equals. And here, much to my delight, is the stinger. In order to give this grand house and community one last look at my family's immorality and insanity, it is decreed that each of you must live on the premises for 1 full week, starting right now, in order to qualify for your well-earned inheritance. I shall pause for your reaction. Knowing you as I do, I am sure you are responding in the true family tradition. But, my dear children, had you intelligence and perhaps a tinge of virtue, you'd tell me to take the money to hell with me, and you go home to whatever kind of worthless lives you now live.
We ask you to accept the remains of this man, Christopher Dean. We ask you to receive this man into thy bosom, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Welcome to your reunion.
Thy will be done.
And from me, I give you a last farewell.
A package for the devil. Goodbye, you ornery.
Tom, my wife Laura and I are going to fight this.
Mr. Dean, save your breath. It's ironclad.
You sure?
You know our firm too well to ask.
Of course.
Mrs. Dean, Greg, good luck.
What does he mean, good luck?
Was it supposed to mean something?
I don't know. It's just the way he said it.
About supper for my wife.
Yes, sir.
A simple menu. She'll dine in our room.
Yes, sir.
Craig, what am I going to wear for a week's stay? I didn't bring enough clothes.
I'll let you wear bubbles. Sweet, alcoholic, intoxicating bubbles. Yeah, drink. The nectar of the gods.
Which god?
Well, there's the god of high finance. The god of lush living. God of love.
Let's go.
plan we'll have to play a game of checkers. On your back, huh?
He's cruel to say that to you.
No. We must first know what cruel is.
You want a cookie with your milk.
No, thank you.
My lords and ladies, this is one of those movies that has a whole load of familiar faces, voices, and places in it. We'll start with that familiar voice that spoke to us from beyond the grave. That was none other than Mr. John Carradine, Dracula himself from the Universal House of movies, Herman Munster's boss, Mr. Gateman from the Munsters, and frankly, far too many famous roles to mention here. Champagne-soaked Gregory Dean is being played by Jeff Morrow, who starred in The Creature Walks Among Us, the second Creature from the Black Lagoon sequel, and, most notably, as Exeter, from the 1955 sci-fi classic This Island Earth, alongside Faith Demurg, who plays Veronica Dean here. And, when we come back, we'll get another glimpse of that famous place I'm going to tell you about. Do you love horror, science fiction, B-movies, horror hosts, old-time radio, just plain spooky stuff? Then you should sign up at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah. You'll be supporting the production of Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Theater, presenting the best, worst, and wildest horror films ever made. Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium, featuring the best of old-time radio horror. Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour, showing classic 1950s sci-fi shows for Star Cadets of all ages. Plus, you'll get exclusive access to bonus content like Behind the Curtains of the Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium, a deep dive into radio horror. Lord Blood-Rah's B-movie reviews, a look at a classic low-budget drive-in feature, and much more. Sign up today at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah for the love of horror.
Come in. Come closer. Closer. That's right. I'm Vincent Price. You'll be just as safe in this house of fear as any of the other 5 victims murdered by the Bat. In all of the annals of mystery, there's never been a more elusive, fearsome, and cunning killer. He'll lure you through hidden passages to make you his next victim. But nobody lives forever, so why be afraid of the Bat?
How long's he been dead?
Oh, I'd say about a half an hour. You believe it was the Bat?
That's a Bat's trademark.
Perhaps he's still in the house.
That's possible.
It says here that the Bat never leaves no fingerprints.
That's understandable. Having no face, he probably has no fingers either.
The Bat is waiting for you.
My lords and ladies, I just want to warn you really quickly that in the next segment, it looks like a dog has been hurt. I assure you, it's all just editing and movie magic. No dogs were actually harmed. It's not even a gross out alert, really, but I just wanted to warn you about that. Anyway, now on to that famous place we've already gotten a glimpse of. the soon-to-be doom-drenched Dean Manor is actually the house used for stately Wayne Manor in the classic 1960s TV series Batman. And I assure you, none of what we are about to see would have ever happened in stately Wayne Manor.
Carl,
Yes, darling?
come to Leslie. I need you. But my daddy didn't hate me, did he?
Of course not.
And Johnny, we must be careful not to say anything to him until the time is right.
That's correct.
Do you think Johnny still hates me?
No, we don't know that as yet.
Oh, we will. We will, won't we?
Of course we will. And now I want you to get some rest.
Yes, Doctor. You do love me, don't you, Carl?
You know I do.
Carl, I know everything about it, just like you say. You're such a kind man. Oh, I love you so much for that. Tell me. Tell me that you love me.
I do.
Say it. Say it. And then I'll be able to go to sleep.
I love you.
Hello, baby brother.
Hello.
You competitive?
Sure. Great. Stripes.
How long since you saw the old man?
Couple of years, maybe.
Busy brother, huh? Still hustling the resorts?
Makes the rent.
I bet he does. I had no idea you enjoyed older women. Oh, come on, baby brother. Don't look so innocent.
I heard you've been making out pretty well for yourself in New York.
That's more like it. You and I, we've always been right to the point. And Johnny, we're gonna be so rich. I'm gonna love spending all his money.
You really hated him, didn't you?
In spades. Just like he hated me. Funny. You can still feel the hate in this house. Like it's coming from the walls. Like maybe it's coming from the grave, huh?
It's a weird thought.
Yeah, we're a pretty weird family. By the way, how are things between you and sweet little Leslie?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Oh, you're uptight. Have you had a chance to see you?
Haven't you heard? I'm a big no-no with the shrink.
Never mind. You'll get your chance.
For what?
For conversation, dear boy. Conversation. Really, Johnny, you're very touchy.
Hope I'm not intruding.
No, Doctor. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about you, Johnny and I. You and Leslie. Sport. Want to play?
Delighted.
How's Leslie these days?
I wasn't aware you cared.
Of course I do. You know, you must know the Dean family from A to Z.
Perhaps.
Think we're all a little crazy?
No comment.
Chin? Chin?
What is it, Laura?
Is Chin in there with you?
No, he's not in here.
I don't see him anywhere.
Oh, take it easy, honey. There's no heavy traffic in the halls.
Greg, go out and look for him.
Oh, honey, he can't get out of the house.
Oh, Greg, he hasn't done this before.
So it's a first.
sweetheart.
Every dog has his day.
Chin, where are you? Chin? Chin, where are you?
My chin.
Well, how about it, Sheriff?
I just got here, Mr. Dean.
And it sure took you long enough.
Look, don't push me. I have 47 square miles of county territory to cover and only 2 deputies to help me. It's very chilly here. Why don't you take your wife in the house?
Okay, Dad. Come inside here.
The poet. The figure model who loves to show it.
You suppose he could be physically attracted to her? No, man, he ain't the type. You don't get enough vitamin E.
All these are beat. All these you'll meet in A Bucket of Blood.
Let us make the scene. Crazy.
Come, enjoy yourself. Where the hilarious enjoy the horrifying in A Bucket of Blood.
No, you're gonna shoot me! Don't shoot!
Come to the land of living dreams, where realists dream of the unreal.
Walter, you've done something to me. Something deep down inside of my prana. Oh, Walter, I want to be with you. You're creative.
Beatniks at their bawdiest. The creative urge at its most primitive. I'm deeply moved, and I shall compose a poem. Love is art. Art is love. It's the weirdest and the wildest.
I don't want to make statues anymore. I want to get married. To you.
The following segment contains language and situations of an adult nature which some may find objectionable. Parental guidance is advised. And now we return to Legacy of Blood, where the sheriff is hunting for the dog murderer, and apparently the dog murderer is hunting the sheriff. Look out, a gross out alert is imminent.
What was that scream? What was that scream, huh?
Put that gun away, will you?
Now, how about the scream?
My wife suffers from bad dreams. She was walking in her sleep.
Like out there, maybe?
Don't be stupid.
Now, you wait a minute.
Now, you wait a minute. Don't come around here making accusations or second guesses unless you know what you're talking about. Now, do your job.
Cool it, gentlemen, cool it. Come along, Sheriff.
Come on, it's all right, Dan. Come on.
Jim was such a little thing. Why would anyone want to hurt him?
Can I do anything?
Yeah, I'll have some brandy.
Now what? Damn it, Christopher Dean. You and your kooky family. Hippie saying widow you are, even 6 feet under. You're a freak, do you know that? Frank, what the hell are you doing here?
Can I help you, Dan?
Boy, you spooked me.
I'm sorry. You had troubles?
Yeah, as always with these county mishaps.
Take a look. Cars are like women, Dan. You have to treat them with care if you expect them to function properly.
Ah, Frank, you and your cars.
Hey, what's it like seeing Miss Veronica again, huh?
Oh, she looks nice.
Yeah. Now's the time to double clutch and shift to low gear.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, Frank. She's always had eyes for you. Maybe she still does. Just think of all the beautiful cars you could have with her. She's rich. What's the matter? I say something wrong? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Frank.
Yes, sir.
We are raiding the icebox.
Didn't you want supper in your room?
No, change your plans. Don't bother, dear. We'll manage.
Yes, sir. There is a ham in the refrigerator.
Oh, fine, fine.
Yes.
Same old draw.
Greg, I'll bet Johnny killed Shin.
Johnny? Oh, no, not Johnny.
Why not? Isn't that what a spiteful person would do?
But after all, Shin was your dog, not mine. Why would he want to spite you?
I am your wife.
Yeah, but maybe a kooky family, but you can't hate me that much.
Do you remember the turn down you gave him at the club last year?
Yeah. Oh, no, not Johnny. Here, come, just about.
Try it now, Dan.
Such hunger. You've been neglected.
Oh, Doctor. How's Leslie?
Just fine.
Oh, shouldn't you be bedside or something?
No, she's asleep.
Should she even be here?
Tell me, why shouldn't she?
No reason. By the way, you do have a license to practice.
You do have a good sense of humor.
I have to have. You married my sister.
Touché, Consummate.
We had a game to finish.
Yes. I did leave it hanging, didn't I? Tell me, Doctor. Not that I care. I'm just curious. Why won't you let Leslie talk to Johnny?
Just not medically sound at this time.
What's your non-professional reason?
I didn't know there was one.
Oh, come on, Doc. Don't tell me the male ego doesn't have a tinge of anger or resentment.
Hardly.
Why not? Everyone knows it was Leslie who teased Johnny into that mistaken night of amour.
Johnny. Come on, Johnny. I want to talk to you. Please, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. I want to talk to you, Johnny. Johnny.
Leslie! Come here this moment.
No, Father.
As I say, child.
Leave her alone, Father.
Get out of this room this instant.
No, Johnny, don't go. No, Johnny, don't go. No, don't go. Don't go.
And that's why Johnny can't be alone with Leslie. In her subconscious, she still fears him.
Fears what?
Retribution.
From Johnny? He's afraid of his own shadow. Who would have thought sweet little Leslie would do such a thing just to get Father's attention?
People do funny things for attention. In Leslie's case, it just got out of hand, and it went too far.
So instead of loving her, dear old Dad turned on the hate machine. Interesting.
What's that?
You. Somehow the father image just doesn't fit.
We manage.
Oh, I'm sure you manage. Long luncheons, house calls, all very good therapy for a lonely woman. Come on, let's get something to eat. I'm hungry.
Instructions are to prepare for an attack by an unknown enemy. That's what he meant. Hey, who do you think you are, anyway?
Answer me, or I destroy you.
Stop.
There's something behind this, something we don't understand. The weapon he uses, it's unheard of. Blasting flesh right off the bones.
Master control to fleet, set flight pattern to minus 0.08. Increase speed.
They're coming right at us! Get down inside the cave!
Meanwhile, at stately Dean Manor, a late-night snack includes a dastardly dish no one could possibly stomach. I mentioned Batman, so you know I had to do this, right?
I think there's a ham in the refrigerator. Yeah.
You do like ham, don't you?
Cover that up.
Well, Homestead, of course. This is going to be like some kind of horror film.
Greg.
Now, easy, baby, easy. First, let's try and find out when that phone was last working. Anyone use it?
I did when I called the sheriff.
Well, anyone since then?
So what? What's that supposed to mean?
Shut up a minute, will you? Get off my back, big brother!
Aye. And we should draw lots. Somebody's got to drive into town.
Well, send the chauffeur. He's still on salary.
Knock it off, will you? Eagle, some cards. Hurry.
I happen to have a deck on me.
Good. Oh, God knows the maniac might still be out there somewhere.
All the more reason to get help.
All right. Ace high makes the trip.
Hold it. Where's driver boy?
Driver boy's right here.
Oh, we're drawing cards to see who drives for help.
Well, you can forget that. Someone just removed all the distributors from the cars.
Oh, really? That, wouldn't have been you by any chance, huh?
If I didn't know you better, I'd take serious offense to that remark.
Now knock it off, both of you, will you? Let's think. Let's try and come up with some kind of an idea.
Well, I suggest we check the windows and the doors, make sure they're locked.
Good idea. Igor, would you and Frank take care of that?
Greg, I'm not feeling too well.
Like how, dear?
Greg, take her upstairs. Put her to bed. I'll be up shortly. Running. Oh, Mrs. Bjorn, would you come with me, please?
Horrible way to have to go.
Somebody sure had to hate that poor old guy. I wonder who it was. You don't suppose it could be one of us, do you?
Come on, Johnny. Cut it out, will you?
Everything all right?
Yes.
You in the bed?
All by myself.
Just trying to be friendly. I thought maybe a game of pool might help.
No, thank you.
When she's asleep, you can leave.
Yes, Doctor.
Thank you.
Oh, Carl. Come in.
A glass of water, Greg.
Sure thing.
Pills?
Just one.
Yes. Seeing something like that doesn't bother a doctor, does it? You told Leslie yet?
Of course not.
Here, Mark.
Thanks.
Sleeping pill?
Oh, it's for the nerves. Oh, it's hanging on the wall.
What?
My license to practice.
Shall we go downstairs and check on Igor and Frank and maybe a nightcap?
Fine.
I'll be back soon, dear. Thanks.
Say, Frank, how long have you and the others been with the family?
I'm going on 15 years. I don't know about Igor and Helga. It's for my time.
Since the year one.
What'd you do before?
Army, tanks.
You still got that lamp, Frank?
Yes.
The lamp. Must be a story there.
A crowd stuck a bayonet in me. I made him into a lamp. Thank you.
Frank's got quite a collection. A one-man show. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, what are you doing up?
You didn't really expect me to sleep, did you? Besides, I heard some strange noises.
Well, now, we're all a little uptight. That's a slow-acting pill. Why don't you watch television or something?
Good idea. Come on, darling. It'll relax you. Let's go downstairs.
Johnny. Johnny. I want to talk to you, Johnny. It's Daddy again. Daddy again. Daddy again.
Gregory, I've told you time and time again, you've got to show some leadership in this family.
Why bother? You criticize whether I do it right or wrong. What's the use?
You're insolent. Why don't you go to hell? Igor, give me the cane.
Father, you can't do that.
Leave the room, Veronica. The cane, Igor.
My lords and ladies, I want you to remember that last scene around Thanksgiving time when you're looking around the table at your family. They may all be weird, but I'll bet none of them have an organ grinder and a human monkey named Igor. In fact, it's kind of fitting that Igor was dressed as an organ grinder's monkey there, because that same actor, Buck Kartalian, also played Julius, the zookeeper, from the 1968 classic Planet of the Apes. And by the way, if any of your family do have an organ grinder and a human monkey named Igor, don't write me about it. I don't want to know.
Years away, I approach your planet. The birds of the air, the animals of the forest, they shall be my ears and my eyes. And because I see your most secret acts, you will know me as the beast with 1,000,000 eyes.
The world's
beyond comes a weird and wanton intelligence, a beast with 1,000,000 eyes, making of a woman's dog her attacker, setting afire flames of wild desire, making of a man's friend a violator of every code of decency, guilty of acts you'll never believe. See a man fight against supernatural forces for the girl he loves. See a beast with 1,000,000 eyes control a ship from outer space. One of the most fantastic terror thrills the screen has ever brought you. See the beast with 1,000,000 eyes.
The bruises are almost gone. Must be, what, 5 days? A week? Do you still feel pain?
No.
That's good. Igor, I wish you would get rid of that thing.
Never.
I don't understand you. Seems as if you wish to remember the pains in your life. Why can't you forget the past?
Elga,
Yes?
from time to time, you will use the cane on me.
Feel all right, baby?
I just feel funny.
Probably the pill Carl gave you. How come?
I don't trust him.
Oh, you're too much.
Greg, let's go to bed.
Sure. We could both use some sleep. Aren't you overdoing it, Johnny boy? It's your head.
To remember.
Greg,
Yeah?
I got a funny feeling about Johnny. I'm sorry, but I do.
Oh, don't worry about him.
I'm spooky about it. I can't help it. I just keep thinking you did turn him down.
Oh, honey, stay loose. You may have married into a screwball family, but this guy's got all his marbles. Okay?
Okay.
How's your stomach?
It's okay.
What's the matter?
What do you think?
About what?
About the sheriff.
Well, I can think of about 50 guys who like him dead.
But, what a way to go.
Yeah, real pain in the neck, huh?
I suppose you'd like him as a trophy.
Now, what's the matter? Don't you want to enjoy the game?
Sure. Let's play.
Call it.
Tails.
You lose.
Greg, I just don't think I can take much more of this.
Oh, cheer up, Soppers. Grab me all that bag.
I mean it. I just can't help it. I have such a dreadful feeling.
Oh, honey, I wish you'd get off that kick.
Greg, why would the sheriff... Well, why would it end up in the refrigerator? It has to be somebody in this house.
Look, it could also be some outsider with a grudge against the whole family. Oh, let's forget it. His deputies will probably start wondering about him, and they'll show up.
I hope so.
Relock.
You're pretty good. It's a mighty touch. I'm hungry. How about a ham sandwich? No guts, huh? Come on. Side, please.
I'll bet you wish you had that pill now that Carl gave you.
Oh, Greg, just hold me close. Up close and tight.
Sure, baby.
Put her to bed. Get me a glass of water.
What a stench.
Somebody in this house knows what they're doing.
Well, that's for damn sure. And somebody knows where everything is, too.
She'll sleep now. If she awakens, you call me right away. And lock the door.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Poor baby.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I don't think so, Doctor.
Igor and I have placed the bodies in the garage.
Just hang around here and wait for the next one to go. What are we going to do?
Good question. Anybody got any idea? I mean, other than suspecting each other, because that's what it boils down to, doesn't it?
Frank, all that wiring came from your garage, didn't it?
I don't like that insinuation.
A statement, my friend.
I don't like your statement either, Buster, and I'm not your friend.
Well, at best, the best of enemies.
You know, you're right. And there are two of them. Alone. Right now, up in your room.
I resent that. Elga has been faithful to your father and this house since the day she came here.
Well, that's what you say, creep.
And just how safe is Elga up there with your sister?
I don't know. Why don't we ask the shrink?
Oh, that's enough, Johnny. Can't trust each other. We've got to protect ourselves somehow.
One of us has got to volunteer to go to town for help.
Barbara. The volunteer identifies himself as a killer because he won't be afraid to make that long walk into town.
Hey, good thinking. Unlike this.
Aren't you overdoing it, Johnny boy? It's your head.
Important safety tip. If you come upon someone, anyone, laughing maniacally like that, don't poke them. I mean, he got off easy just being barked at there, but don't poke them. You'll be glad you didn't.
Larry!
From the exotic geisha houses of Tokyo to the back alleys of the Ginza Strip comes the terrifying news of a fiendish creature that threatens to destroy all who stand in his way. This is the frightening story of an American reporter in Tokyo who unwittingly became the victim of a shocking scientific experiment that turned him into a horrible mutant, half man, half monster, the Manster.
What happened?
He got away.
I think I know where he's going, to Tara's. Follow me.
Right.
There's panic in the streets as the unheard of terror of a half man, half monster runs wild through the city.
There he goes!
Don't miss The Manster, a genuine thriller in the most frightening sense of the word.
The following segment contains language and situations of an adult nature which some may find objectionable. Parental guidance is advised.
You're just about as freaky as Leslie.
You lousy...
If she's freaky, she's got you to thank for it. You and your...
I'd say it. Plus, family secrets in this house. I heard her before
It wasn't cruel, huh, Doc?
Frank, you're the only one in this house with any common sense. Come up with something.
Everyone for themselves, as far as I can see. I don't trust you, and you don't trust me. Impasse.
Sorry. I have nothing to say.
Nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares.
Veronica, how well did you know the help?
Are you asking me if there's one that could be trusted? If there's any trust in this house, it eludes me. I think we're loners in this patchwork of insanity.
Johnny, tell me.
See why I don't like you. Now you're gonna ask me if I did it. Right? Right?
Did you?
Come on, Doc. You really think I'd tell you if I had? Read between the lines, is that it? Because I got one thing. It's my head. And like Frank said, you don't like me, and I don't like you.
Just thought under the conditions that we might try to be friends.
Ah! Not even for Leslie's sake?
Oh, bad pitch, Doc. Real bad. Because when you stopped me from seeing my sister, you really turned me off.
Johnny.
It's Daddy again. Daddy again. Please, Johnny.
Johnny? Leslie? I know you're in there. Open up. If you don't open up, I'll call Father. Hear me? I'll call Father.
Veronica, come here, child.
Yes, Father.
I thought I asked you to spend a little more time with Johnny.
It's no use. I've told you. He's too irresponsible.
You don't seem to care about your family. You're too busy with your flirtations. You have family responsibility.
Why? I didn't bring this family into the world. You did.
Leslie!
Johnny.
Leslie!
Johnny, are you all right?
How is she?
Sound asleep.
Did she say anything?
No. You should forget. It was many years ago.
Elka. Why is this house so full of hate? Oh, no, please. Please. Oh, please help me. I have to trust someone. Tell me. Why is this house so full of hate?
At one time, this was a house of love. And your father was the proud master of it. And your mother, God rest her soul, was a beautiful woman. And you were beautiful babies. All of you, and I loved you as if you were my own. But the hate grew, didn't it? It became an invisible animal, lurking in the shadows. And it seemed the harder I tried to help, the more hate was returned. From your father, from you. Oh, yes, Johnny, from you. And from Greg and Veronica and Leslie. Even the few times your father and I talked about the family, he just laughed at me and my suggestions.
Olga? Olga? Well, I suppose you picked up on the whole number.
Some. I didn't want to interrupt.
How come you're not locked up tight in your room?
Well, you're pretty wide open yourself, you know.
You want to hide together? I didn't mean it that way.
Oh, come on. I know you didn't mean it that way. Come on.
You really are something, you know that?
I know that you and I are going to be very, very rich.
Where is your head? Don't you even care what's going on around here?
3 people dead. Everybody suspect. A locked-up house with a killer loose inside. But it's like I said, baby brother. If we can last until morning, we're going to be very rich. Very rich. Here. How I light it. Talent.
Okay. Now level with me. Aren't you just a tiny bit scared?
Yeah. Okay. I'm scared. Good and scared.
How can you be so cool?
Oh, it's a front, Johnny. It takes years to develop. Anyway, you should know about that. With you, it's tennis and afternoon cocktails. A smooth smile and a good serve. You're way down deep in the bottom of your tummy. You know the pitfalls, huh?
All I know is I'm really frightened.
Sure. But look at the company we're keeping.
What do you mean?
He's not dead, Johnny. He's just buried. All we have to do, we 3, is look in each other's eyes, and we realize the hate that runs in our veins. He's not dead. He's alive and well. Inside you, inside me, and inside Leslie.
Do you love horror, science fiction, B-movies, horror hosts, old-time radio, just plain spooky stuff? Then you should sign up at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah. You'll be supporting the production of Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Theater, presenting the best, worst, and wildest horror films ever made. Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium, featuring the best of old-time radio horror. Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour, showing classic 1950s sci-fi shows for Star Cadets of all ages. Plus, you'll get exclusive access to bonus content like Behind the Curtains of the Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium, a deep dive into radio horror. Lord Blood-Rah's B-movie reviews, a look at a classic low-budget drive-in feature, and much more. Sign up today at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah for the love of horror.
Dance, baby, dance, come and dance with me. Hear the beat of the pounding sea. Ride, baby, ride, come and ride with me. Let your feet go easy.
What do you make of this? Where does the other end go? It dumps into the ocean.
It looks exactly like the South American Fantigua fish. I hope you can take one alive, Sheriff.
I still believe that a human clawed that girl to death.
The Beach Girls and the Monster, starring John Hall, Sue Casey, and the glamorous Watusi dancing girls from Hollywood's famed Whiskey A Go-Go nightclub. Music by Frank Sinatra Jr.
You got a monster in the surf.
Chicks, do you have a problem? You won't have after you meet the monster on the beach. If you see this ghoul, play it cool. Beauties in bikinis, laughing, singing, surfing, sinning. Beach party lovers making hey-hey in the moonlight while the monster waits and watches. Yeah. This one will kill you.
The following segment contains language and situations of an adult nature which some may find objectionable. Parental guidance is advised.
Johnny? Coral.
What is it?
A dream. A good dream. You see, I was in this cave. It was very dark, very deep. And cold. Oh, it was cold. And Johnny, he was outside trying to get in to help me. Oh, God, I could feel his warmth like it was coming right through the rocks, right through the earth. Oh, and it made me feel so good. So safe. I heard him call my name. Just barely. But loud enough for me to know it was Johnny.
What then?
Somehow, it seemed like he was crying. Oh, God, he must have been crying with such sadness in his voice when he called my name. Oh, Carl. I want to talk with Johnny now.
In the morning.
Please.
You must remember what we discussed.
Of course. You're right. Me and my silly dream. In the morning? You're always near when I need you. Why, my very life is in your hands. Isn't it?
Yes. And who shares that life?
We share that life. God, how I love you.
You know?
I know. I know. Go to sleep. Sleep.
I've got to talk to you.
No. Carl said no. In the morning we can talk.
It can't wait till morning. I've got to make you understand something. Now.
In the morning? In the morning.
Look at you. I'm good. I don't want to hurt you.
You're lying. Carl said you shouldn't even be here. Not until morning. How can I believe anything when you're here now? No. No, you go away. You turned Daddy against me.
Daddy is dead?
No.
Yes.
No.
And all that's left is you and me, and that's all that matters. I love you. He said it was something ugly. Oh, please, help me to help you. We can't stay here anymore. Let them have the money and the hate and the pain. I know that in this moment we have a chance that will never come to us again for the rest of our lives. We've got to take that chance. You've got to believe me. Get me. See me.
For you younger viewers out there, what they were just, I mean, that's not, you don't do that. They're brother and sister. That's not right. They shouldn't be. There's something wrong. No, that's just not right. No, just no. Just no. No.
From the depths of hell comes The Devil's Messenger, starring the master of mystery Lon Chaney and Karen Cannon.
You could leave my message. You'd have to go back. Up there.
No, I can't. I won't go back.
You deliver that to a Mr. Donald Powell. Don't be afraid of me.
The Devil's Messenger delivers gifts from hell, turning man into a ravaging beast.
I took a picture of that old farmhouse. There's nobody in the picture. You saw it. Was there anybody in it?
No, there wasn't.
Somebody has come out of that house, and they're coming toward me.
Back from the dead, his lovely victim seeks revenge for her horrible death at the hands of a man driven mad by a gift from hell, trapped in her icy tomb until the devil's messenger exposed her nakedness in her crystal prison.
Now let's get down to here.
She becomes the object of a scientist's lust. His consuming desire for her drives him to commit murder to keep her for himself. Not since Eve received the apple have gifts inflicted such unnatural consequences.
Tonight at midnight, you will be dead.
Just how do you intend to kill me?
I have no idea. I don't even know you.
The crystal ball foreshadows doom, for it is the plaything of the devil, and only he can change the events it foresees. You must see what the devil's messenger has in store for you.
Now back to Legacy of Blood, where we'll see how many more moral and social norms this family can destroy. You know, after everything else in this movie, I didn't think this next bit deserved a gross out alert, but just to be safe.
Found him here with this. Sheriff's gun.
You can't believe I'd killed my own wife.
Why not?
I heard her scream from the house. I followed her out here. That's all. You found what I found.
That's enough for me, Buster. This and Johnny.
Johnny?
What about Johnny?
In the fish tank. Dead.
Not Johnny.
Veronica, get out of here. Now go on. You too, Doc. Move! Look, Buster, we found you there with this. That's enough for me.
Frank,
Yes?
are we sure?
I am.
All right. It'll be light soon. You and Igor can go for help.
You're a trusting soul.
Trust, Doctor. I've seen your performance. I think I understand a few more things. Shall we?
Veronica.
Yes?
A favor?
What?
Lock the door.
Okay. I realize it's been many years since I've been home. A lot of things have changed for me. Probably for you, too. Everybody knows about my family. There are no secrets between us. And no love lost.
What are you getting at?
I'm not sure Carl is responsible for what's happened.
You're kidding.
I said I'm not sure.
There was no one else around.
There were 4 of us, all alone at one time or another.
Madame suspects us.
Of course I suspect you.
Even Helga?
Yes, even Helga. She's not immune to the hate that lived in this house. It's everywhere.
Now, take it easy. You're getting upset.
Upset? Oh, for God's sakes, why in heaven's name shouldn't I be?
You just try and settle down.
Frank, you keep away from me.
You're just getting yourself worked up.
I said keep away from me.
Let me speak to her alone. I said alone. Now, nice and easy.
Yes.
Veronica! You're going to be all right now.
Did you make me harm?
Now, how do you feel?
Different.
Good. We only have a couple of hours till sunrise. Let's wait it out together.
I still don't trust Igor and Helga.
Let's go downstairs and stoke up the fire.
All right.
Assume the position and open your minds wide. It's time for your cranial cavity search. Yes, my lords and ladies, the cranial cavity search. Here's a chance for you great geeks out there to prove your geek cred by showing what you know. And tonight's cranial cavity search question is: you have been raised up from brutality to kill the brutals who multiply and are legion. From which controversial 1970s science fiction film does that line come? A. THX 1138. B. Silent Running. C. A Clockwork Orange. Or D. Zardoz. You have been raised up from brutality to kill the brutals who multiply and are legion. What can that line possibly mean? From which film could that line possibly come? And what could these commercials possibly be trying to sell you now?
From ancient Genesis to the modern screen, the name written in blood, Ega!
If I could just call you on the phone. The code of the ghost at the sign of the toad. Nobody lives on the Brownsville Road.
Thrill to the newest recording star, Archibald Jr.
Oh, they scream in this way.
See ravishing Marilyn Manning in a thrilling, chilling story. The last of the prehistoric giants sees his first girl.
Noah.
Curious newsmen search deep in giant country for the last of the ancient cavemen. See a tough giant tamed by the soft hands of his captive woman. See him sacrifice his ageless beard for her love. Then lose her to a boy in a dune buggy, escaping a burning desert. Ega's primitive passion was love or kill. Hear Ega talk, the ancient language of love, used at the beginning of time. See Ega!
Ha-ha! And the answer to tonight's cranial cavity search question: you have been raised up from brutality to kill the brutals who multiply and are legion. From which 1970 sci-fi film did that line come? It was D. Zardoz. Yes, my lords and ladies, Zardoz, the controversial film from 1974 starring Sean Connery and Charlotte Rampling. Now, this film takes place in a post-apocalyptic future that, well, you've got to see it to believe it. This film is one of my favorites, but I gotta admit, a lot of people simply can't stand the movie. You should check out Zardoz and see what you think of it for yourself. But now, my lords and ladies, on to the conclusion of Legacy of Blood, where we will finally find out who the mad killer is, and maybe have one more gross out alert.
You know, I haven't forgotten those times when you put me on and down. I could have killed you with a great deal of pleasure.
I wonder what would have happened if we had got together.
Nothing.
I suppose. What about now?
You're feeling security in the house of death. Because I kissed you. Because you want to live.
That kiss?
I took advantage of a situation. Besides, I wanted to kiss you ever since I first met you.
That's all.
I suppose things might have been different years ago, but I doubt it.
You know, in a way, I'm sorry.
Sure. Now you buy yourself a steamship and sail the world around. Try to forget.
What's that?
B. Stand still. Don't move. It won't hurt you if you just stand still.
I was stung once. It's terrible. My God, Frank. Thanks.
Sure.
No. No.
Look, I'm sorry for the way I've treated you in the past and the present.
Forget it.
Okay, but I want you to know I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh, my God, not another one.
Take your hands off me. Oh, what are you staring at?
Father, it's you.
Of course it was I.
But you were buried. I don't understand.
A coffin was buried. A coffin, you fools.
But you killed your whole family.
I have no family. Yes, the four of you. Just miserable creatures who infested my every waking day. You're not mine, none of you.
What do you say?
She lied to me. Yes, your mother. That's why she died. But she didn't just die. I killed her. She lied to me. She made me believe I was capable of being a father. But she deceived me. You're not mine. The devil knows who fathered you because I don't.
It can't be.
Her vanity was beyond belief, but she couldn't fool me, oh no. Somehow I knew all my work was in vain. I couldn't see my reflection in any of you.
All in the twinkling of an eye. Elga,
Yes?
I think a glass of milk will do very nicely.
Yes, Igor.
Igor,
Yes?
you knew all the time. How?
The coffin was empty.
Did you see it empty?
I had an arrangement.
With whom?
My cousin. Dear woman.
Eustace.
The mortician.
Elga,
Yes, Igor.
I do believe I had one of your cookies.
Oh. All right.
And Elga,
Yes, Igor.
from now on, it's no longer Igor. It's Mr. Guerin.
Mr. Guerin.
Home. Where are you going?
To draw the drapes. Turn out the lights. The morning light is coming.
Elga.
Yes, Mr. Guerin.
The cookie.
Yes, Igor. The cookie.
Why?
And I bet you thought it was the butler all the time.
Well, that was a delightful ending to a truly sick film. But, something's bothering me. There's a loose end in there somewhere that I can't put my finger on. That's right! Carl's still alive in there with the bees. Oh, well, I'm sure Elga will get around to finding him. She seems like she was pretty on top of things. Well, my lords and ladies, I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to invite you all back again next week when we'll do whatever this is all over again. Ha ha! As always, I am Lord Blood-Rah saying, geek out.